Hello, this is Kristen Darkenwall from the Home and Small Business World, and I was just reading Success Magazine's September 2010 issue, and there's a really cool article in it by Robert Kiyosaki called The Law of Compensation, and I thought this was a pretty cool thing that I wanted to share with you. And the law of compensation, as Robert Kiyosaki talks about, is basically in the beginning you're going to be putting out maximum effort for minimum results, and then if you can follow through, eventually you'll hit a point where it becomes minimum effort for maximum results. Now, what does that mean? Basically, with anything, he gives examples of his own business and of regaining his health, is that in the beginning you're going to be working really hard and not seeing these, so you're going to be working harder than you're going to see minimum results. But if you can follow through and push through, you'll hit a point, almost like the tipping point, like Malcolm Gladwell talks about, that you will hit a point that you don't have to work that and it switches. It becomes minimal effort for maximum results. He gives the examples, his bestseller, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he originally, when he started, self-published it because no one wanted to publish it, and then him and his wife, spent, I think, about 3 years promoting it, talking about the game they have, and really, working hard and seeing minimal results. But after 3 years, the book landed on the bestseller list, the New York Times bestseller list. So coming from a point of no one wanted to publish it, he worked hard for 3 years, and then it's paid off big time ever since. He also gives another example of health. He hit, I think, 50 and realized that he really needed to regain his health. So he hired a coach to help him push through the beginning phases of working out and getting back in shape, because for anyone watching, maybe you've hit this point where, you need to get healthy, and at first you're working really hard and you're seeing minimum results. But after a while, you hit that tipping point where you can work out minimally and see the maximum results. And he gives the perfect example. You regain your health, your strength, and I know in my experience, when you hit that point, you can eat and drink and kind of live the lifestyle as long as you're moderate, keeping up with a moderate exercise. You've hit that tipping point. This applies to anything, and so for your business in particular, especially if you're, in the beginning phases and really, just getting going, or you've been at it for a while, you have to understand law of compensation. So you're going to be working really hard and seeing minimal results for a while, but if you stay with it and refuse to give up, you will hit that tipping point where it just shifts. Things happen because you put in that maximum effort for minimal results, and you hit that tipping point where you can put in minimal effort for maximum results. So I wanted to share this with you. The law of compensation applies obviously to everything: health, business, wealth, whatever it is, but particularly, if you're in the beginning phases or just getting started with your business. Very cool to understand that, and if you understand going forward, you're going to be working really hard in the beginning and not seeing these massive results. But if you have the stability and determination to push through, you're going to hit that tipping point and be able to not work as hard and get the maximum results. So that was The Law of Compensation by Robert Kiyosaki, Success Magazine's September 2010. I love this magazine. It has lots of good stuff. Again, this was Kristen Darkenwald from the Home and Small Business World, and I will see you next time.